YouTube, what is up guys? I have a fun video that I have never done before. It's gonna be kind of like a walk down memory lane, but I'm gonna show some old footage, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Hang out with me, and I'm going to explain to you guys how every member of the Revive team came to be on the team. So when we started, we were just gonna make a full-length skate video. We had no plans on making an actual skateboard company. What it was is that it was just a group of friends. It was like a little family, okay? If there was guys on the team that didn't even skate, which would be Bangarang, my friend Kyle, and his brother Tyler.
Warming up at the skate park today. It's freaking nice outside. Let's do it.
Warming the skate park today. It's freaking nice outside. Let's do it.
Is it? Okay.
It's on.
Okay.
Oh, look at it.
Thank you very much.
Nice kiss on your cheek.
Thank you very much.
Tyler actually started skating, so he skated a little bit, but they were just kind of the dudes. They were one of us, so I was like, yeah, do this with us. It's gonna be skate videos, but you know, the more the merrier, let's hang out and have fun. That's when we started the series called We Want Revenge. We were gonna film for a full-length video called Skate Revenge, which ultimately turned into Live, Skate, Die. So the original crew was myself, Alex Buning, and Wes. Those are the three dudes that kind of like got our heads together, and I was like, this is what I want to do. You guys want to do this with me? And they were like, yes. Bangarang and Tyler quickly agreed, and Jace, who was like my little brother, I've literally known this dude since he was 2 years old. Jace wanted to start skating, and I was like, yeah, dude, if you want to come hang out with us, you know, like his whole family was like my second family, so it wasn't anything weird at all. It was awesome to have somebody starting from scratch and be so talented. Like he was just a little ball of energy that could like learn tricks like that. And also Max Mayberry, who I'd known for a long time and I'd skated with.
What? That?
Oh, that was out of hand.
Have you ever done one of those?
Yeah, but like, I'm better than I thought.
What kind of response is that? I'm better than I thought I was.
I asked him if he wanted to be involved, and he said yes, so I had my crew. It was me, Alex, Wes, Jace, Tyler, Bangarang, and Max, and that was the original Revenge crew. And we made We Want Revenges.
Hey, we're gonna film the intro to We Want Revenge. 9! Into like
And you can go back and watch all of them. In fact, we have the DVD where they come with all of it, and we interview all of those dudes. So it was really cool to get the gang back together for the DVD and have some bonus features. But let's get into it. The people that you know, Tyler and Bangarang kind of like phased out sooner than later. I still know those dudes. I still see them once in a while, and they're my friends. They're my brothers. They're family. So, but they kind of phased out. And so when we started getting really skate oriented and heavy, and then we just decided to make skateboards, and then the team kind of grew. About the same time as we brought on our next dude, which would be Sam Fluharty. Sam's awesome. He's like a comedian. He's like one of the funniest dudes ever. But he saw our videos. He got hyped on skating again. He's like, I used to skate. I want to get back into it. Let me come hang out. And he did. We actually weren't sure on what was happening when we brought him onto the team. I just let him start appearing in the videos and said, oh yeah, Sam Fluharty's here.
Low skate park in northern Kentucky, and I got my dude Sam with us. What's up?
And then eventually I felt bad because I never properly brought him onto the team, so we made some like goofy skit in one of the We Want Revenges welcoming onto the team, but he was such a perfect fit.
We realized that we never made a big deal about Sam Fluharty getting on the team, and we flew Sam in from California just to film a few tricks for you.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Oh, what up, Sam? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, how you been?
Dude, is Sam here? Oh yeah, he's wearing exactly what you're wearing.
Funny, goofy, didn't take it too seriously, just had fun skateboarding, and he felt like one of the family, so he started coming out with us all the time. And he even filmed like a shared park with Sam Tabor for the Live, Skate, Die. To this day, he's not an active member on the team, but Revive is such a like family. It's like once you're one of us, you're always one of us, unless somebody actually quits. But now he's just like an OG member now. So if he wants to come out and skate with us, awesome. If he wants some tricks in the video, awesome. If he wants a deck, awesome. He's part of the family. That's just the attitude, you know? We're not really setting out to be a skateboard team. We're just like a skate family. Does that make sense? Yes, it does make sense because that was English. Not that other languages don't make sense. They just don't make sense to me because I don't necessarily know them, except I know a little bit of Latin, French, and Spanish. Let's keep going. All right, the next member was Josh Katz, who I'd been talking to online. He was like the top YouTuber, skate YouTuber at the time, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he just started skating in his driveway and he got better and better and better. And I just loved seeing him grow, and he reached out to me about possibly riding for it. And I was like, well, yeah, dude, let's skate, let's hang out. So I went over on the Metro tour. I hung out with Josh and we filmed the welcome part, and it was just kind of this thing where that's when we realized that the boards were coming out, and Josh Katz just made sense. And a lot of people to this day think that the only people we sponsor are people that have subscribers, and I think Josh Katz is literally like the only situation where he had a bunch of subscribers, but that wasn't why I put him on. I just loved seeing him grow, and I thought he just captured everything I wanted about a skateboarder, like just like starting in his driveway and working his way up and progressing. It was just super inspiring. The intro we filmed for Josh Katz wasn't that good in the We Aren't Revenge.
You see the right person, you'll know, man.
Boom. Yeah. Welcome to the team, bud.
But it was just some goofy way to announce he's on the team. Nowadays, I would have refilmed it, I would have made it polished, and I would have made it way more entertaining and exciting, but it's what it was.
Oh yeah, and if you're confused, we used to be Revenge, then we changed our name to Revive Skateboards, so same company, 2 different names.
Next is Aaron Cairo, who is now the top skateboarding channel on YouTube. The Braille Army, Braille Skateboarding, that whole family is such a massive entity. 3 million subscribers. But when I put him on, I just knew him as the talented dude that did the crazy manuals online. Like, I was a fan of his skating, and he reached out to me, and I was like, this guy wants to ride for my company? And it was the one time where I kind of just put somebody on just because they were so talented. And these days, I would never do that. But it just so happens that Aaron just matches with us so perfectly, and he's part of the family. It never for once did it seem off. So that was like at the early stages. I didn't necessarily know what I was doing, but I knew I liked his skating, so I put him on, and then he got big on YouTube. He had like 12,000 subscribers when I put him on. I had more, and then he blew past me at one point, and now he is the monster that he is on YouTube. But he also is a terrific skateboarder. He is a terrific friend. He's just an all-around good guy, and I think we announced it via a welcome part. We actually said, welcome to the team, Aaron Cairo, and it was a funny little bit. I'll play a clip from it now.
Aaron Cairo rides for Revenge Skateboards.
Revenge Skateboard.
There it is.
Say it again, the whole thing. Here, little reminder.
Okay, we are Revenge. All right. How's that sound? Just right.
That sounds
How's that?
good.
Yeah?
And who
All right.
rides for them?
And who rides for him?
Skateboarders.
Aaron Cairo, he's one of the dudes, and it just would not be a Revive without him. I love that guy. He does so much for skateboarding, which means the world to me. You know, he's out there getting kids psyched, getting kids started on skateboarding. You know, as somebody who actively inspires people to start skateboarding, has my heart. That's amazing. Moving on to Thomas Alvarez. Yes, so Thomas is one of the most fascinating human beings in the world, but I got to see Thomas grow up to some extent. He kind of just showed up at my skate park one day, a little kid with a Venezuelan accent, happy and excited to talk to anyone, and he was really good at skating from the get-go. I think he was actually in like We Aren't Revenge 12 at the end. We like made him film something, saying something, but we didn't like really skate with him at that time. I just put the camera on him because I knew him from the skate park, and he was in the video.
Tyler got the ender.
Soon after, he started coming out and skating with us, and he was doing the weirdest tricks in the world, like just like the techest stuff. And we were like, wow, this kid really has something, and he's goofy and he's funny. And then one day we realized, I was like, oh yeah, he's like totally part of the family. We should see if he wants to be on the team. And then in We Aren't Revenge, we actively did it. We made me do a trick over him for his initiation, and then we welcomed him to the team.
You want to be sponsored by Revenge?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, then here's the deck. Here you go, man.
Are you serious?
There's initiation though, okay? You gotta let me 3 flip over you.
Alright.
Is that cool?
I got it.
Alright.
For real?
Got it. Welcome, man.
I'm gonna go nuts.
Andy Schrock loves 3 flips, so he's gonna do it over a person that's still alive.
You got a sketchy initiation.
Hugs for everyone.
Thanks for everyone. Welcome to the team, bud.
Next was Doug Desautel, who I met when I did a podcast, like an online live podcast thing called Shredcast with some of my good friends, Ninja, Doug, me, Basquith, oh Josh, and Josh was on it too. But I started skating with Doug, who was just one of the best skateboarders ever. Like, it was insane to see how consistently good he had been over the years, and he was just very tech, skated pretty much everything. And once we like started actively skating with him, I talked to Brian and I was like, Brian, we should totally bring Doug on. Like, he's really good. Like, he just feels like one of us misfits, you know, and it made sense. And again, to touch the YouTube thing, he had a decent amount of subscribers, but he wasn't like a huge YouTuber. In fact, Thomas didn't have any. He didn't have a YouTube channel at all. But Doug, we knew about him, we loved him, and we put him on, and then we put a little welcome part of him skating, and we said, welcome to the team, Doug. Sam Tabor. Now, Sam was funny because when Sam started skating with us, he wasn't that good of a skateboarder, but we immediately loved his personality and his sense of humor and his YouTube videos. He didn't have any following online. He had like 500 subscribers, which isn't no subscribers, like that's a decent amount, but like all of us had like just 10 to 100,000 subscribers or something, and it was just like he was this newcomer, and he just made it a point to come drive 2 hours to skate with us all the time, and he was coming up a bunch. We started hanging out when we weren't skating, and he was just one of the family. And at the same time, he was getting a lot better at skateboarding. Like we kind of got to see him like be able to do some like freestyle on the flat ground or like varial flips off the top of banks to like full on doing like finger 180 flip to nose manuals like through like weird things, and he's just such a creative skateboarder that does tricks that I would never wrap my brain around, and I've seen him grow so much from the insurrection, and I was starting to see that growth, so I was like, let's do it, dude. Sam's part of the family. It doesn't make sense for him not to be on the team, so we challenged him to eat a bunch of hash browns, which he hated hash browns, so thank you for putting up with that, Sam. And you know, and then he was one of us, and it's just been him and us ever since. I don't know what I'm saying. It wouldn't be Revive without Sam. Or Saber. I call him Saber.
To me to see them all.
So not only do I have
and you're officially part of the family. You're officially on Revive.
Oh, I'm gonna put the timer on right now.
15 seconds. Come on. Dude, you got it. You got it. You got it.
Success! Welcome to the team, my friend.
Welcome.
Is red your color?
Red is my color.
Johnny Geiger. So Johnny Geiger rode for Force, and we never had any plans on him riding for Revive. He lived in Switzerland. I'd skated with a couple times. I love Johnny. He was one of those people that like if you meet someone that their native tongue is not your language, you think there'd be like some sort of culture barrier or like awkwardness to get used to. Not at all with Johnny. Immediately, it was like, oh yeah, you grew up with us. Like it just felt so right, and we knew him from Force, of course. Wow, a horse. What's worse? That didn't rhyme as much. But you know, we hung out with him. We loved him. And he asked to ride for Revive. Like, he's one of the few people that actually asked. And we were like, yeah, why not? We love you, Johnny. You're part of the family anyway, so it just made sense. So we brought him on, we did a little welcome part, and it was history. And now we were worldwide. We got a Swiss dude riding for us. So it was awesome. So we started bringing him out here. It was just a great relationship, and I need to get out to Switzerland to actually hang out with him in his home turf. John Hill. Okay, so John Hill came out of nowhere for one. We have a mutual friend too that grew up skating with him, and he skated in Cincinnati a bunch. I just never met him. So I was skating with Nigel Alexander one day. A bunch of us were. It was like a big crew. And John was skating with Nigel, and we met up, and Nigel's like, here's this John guy. And we immediately got along with him. He got our sense of humor. He like laughed, but he was very passionate. I mean, if you know John Hill, he was insanely passionate. He was insanely driven, and he told me, I want to get into the YouTube thing. He had no subscribers. He had just started a channel. I was like, you're perfect for it, dude. So I was just kind of talking to him about YouTube, and we originally were going to put him on our second board company, 3 Block, but we were having so many name trademark issues because we couldn't get a name. Eventually turned into 3 Block, but eventually we were just like, dude, John, you're around us all the time. It just makes sense for you to be on. Let's just put you on Revive, okay? And if you really want to be on the second board company down the line, like you can just tell us to switch, and that's fine. But right now, let's just get you on a board company. Let's put you on Revive because you're clearly one of the family. And this is weird because as cool of a moment as it was as John being on Revive, because he, during that whole time where he wasn't sponsored by Revive, I think he was on Force, but he wasn't sponsored by Revive, he had just dominated YouTube. Like, he had been the fastest growing skate channel on YouTube ever. People knew who he was by the time he went on, and I thought it would have been funny to just casually say it at the end of a Warehouse Wednesday that didn't even have to do with him. It was Ryan Bracken's Warehouse Wednesday, and I just turned to John, and I was like, hey, you want to be on the team? And he was like, yeah. Are you serious? And then it cuts. And then it was like, that was the announcement, because I thought it'd be so random and funny and people wouldn't know what was going on, because that's just my sense of humor. Yeah. And then John, do you want to be on the team?
Yeah.
Cool, welcome to the team.
Yeah. Are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. Welcome to the team.
Right? Hype, dude.
Really? So we eventually put out a welcome part 2, like online.
I'm doing it.
Oh, dude, I was trying not to cough. You didn't help.
But I I thought those moments were pretty funny. But John's here. He is a huge YouTuber now. Everyone knows him. Great guy. I wish more people had the passion and drive that John Hill did. He's gonna do things. He is doing things. Literally right now, he's probably at a Starbucks editing. Sam Vessel, he is the only person to upgrade from the flow team to the regular team. Sam Vessel gets better at skateboarding every single time he sets foot on his board. So I knew him from when he was 13. He was like skating 12 stairs like nothing, and I was like, whoa. Like when I met him and I was like, hey, if you need decks, I got you. And I gave him a few decks, and then when we were putting the flow team together, and I was like, oh, this Vessel kid, or I like the kid, and he's really good, and he like feels like one of us, so let's put him on the flow team. He said yes, he was super excited, and then eventually, like right before Take Over the World, we're like, okay, Vessel's like really good, he's skated with us all the time, we need to bump him up to the actual team. So we did it. We made him feeble grind a 12 stair over all of us to officially be on the team, and that is a really cool clip.
That's my favorite Sam! I like Sam Vestal.
Welcome to the team, dude.
Thanks, man.
And then Vessel's on the team, and he has since, actually he's injured right now, but besides the injury, he still gets better every single time he steps on a skateboard. He's back on his board now, and he's getting his tricks back, so fingers crossed to more Vessel footage very soon. But I'll backtrack. That's the whole main team. Casey, Ryan Bracken, and Vestal. And then Dallas Ford were originally on the flow team. Dallas kind of just phased out of skating. We still see him once in a while. He's still an awesome dude. He is like a profession now, which is awesome. All the other dudes, like they're still, like Ryan Bracken has been progressing like crazy. Casey shreds. And you know, you never know if these guys get out into the streets and really like start putting in work. They might be on the regular team someday. But the important thing is that we are all one big family, and that's just the vibe. A lot of people ask, like, how do I get sponsored by Revive? And I'm like, well, you can definitely send us stuff. Like, if I really believe in someone skating, I'll send them some boards, and maybe we can have a relationship. I actually just started talking to one person. No announcements just yet, but we are looking to expand the team. It just has to make sense. It has to feel right. Revive is not looking to be like the best out there. We're just looking to have fun. You know, we of course want to do good at skateboarding. The family aspect and having fun is the first and foremost. In addition to the flow team, we recently brought Gabe Cruz because I just absolutely love his passion. He's part of the Braille skateboarding. He progresses, he puts in work. When he lands a trick that he's psyched on, the whole world knows it, and he himself is the most excited person about that. And I love that passion. Wow, that was a long description. I hope you guys like that, how I mixed in the clips and whatnot. But yeah, everybody, every single person that has ever been on a Revive or been part of the team, I love them. They're my family, and I hope you guys like this video. I figured I'd do this. If you guys like it, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll do more memory lane videos if you may. But that is it, guys. I'm gonna go skateboard myself. Hopefully I'll land a trick or 5. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. I do videos all the time here, and they usually actually have skateboarding in them, or family stuff, lifestyle stuff, whatever's entertaining. Until next time, you guys have a good day. Watch 3 flip first try. Nope! 3 flip with a bonus clip. No. Wow, this is an easy trick. 540 flip. Whatever.